Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Prey, Blind. Now, I'm here in Morgan Yu's office, which is my office, apparently, and I need to listen to a message that I think I left for myself. Actually, I don't really remember. I will check in a moment, but first, there is also this book I have not read last time. So, Too Far, Too Fast 1. First excerpt from the Commercialization of the Space Program. In Kennedy's second term, the space race reached new heights, and without his support, might have sputtered completely. A succession of moon launches heralded the coming of an accelerated energetic space program, both within the halls of the government and in the public eye. Unusual at the time, especially in contrast to Kennedy's first term, rather than being simply a race between two powers, the Soviets and the United States seemed to be reaching out to space together. Okay. So, let's go onto the computer again. And watch me, Morgan. Hello, Morgan. This LJV file should clear things up. Make sure you're alone when you hit play. So, it does not give me the sender, so I'm not sure if I left it for myself or if it was placed here by January or by someone else. Anyway, let's play it. Playback on the main screen.
Hello, Morgan. Tough day, right? If I'm talking to myself, it must be. Now, your memory's shot full of holes. I know. I'm sorry, but it's permanent. So the first thing you need to know is you can trust January. It's an operator, a sort of backup of you and me. It knows what you've forgotten. We've been testing a new kind of neuromod based on the Typhon organisms, mapping their neural patterns onto ours. Problem is, when you uninstall a neuromod, it resets your memory back to the moment you first put it in. That's why you forget. There's supposed to be a process to bring you back up to speed between test runs. But someone could just skip that part, turn a single day into your entire life. Well, that's exactly what Alex did. The question is, why? You're not gonna like what I have to say next.
Okay, that kind of cut off in a...
I thought I found every one of those damn videos. Sorry, but I can't let you listen to that. Not until I've had a chance to explain everything in person. For now, just... Damn it. I have to go. Just sit tight. Please.
That sort of cut off in a very important, crucial part, because obviously I was just about to explain to myself what Alex did.
Alex cut us off from the Looking Glass servers. Time to improvise. I suggest you search Dr. Calvino's workshop in the hardware labs. He invented the Looking Glass technology. You might find a way to restore the server connections there. I'm looking for another way to help you in the meantime. Good luck.
Oh, damn it. Well, I guess not really damn it, because I did it for the express purpose of finding something behind it, but then if I ever want to replay the message, I'm not sure if I'll be able to. But, oh well. Let's first search this, see where it goes. Now, I guess I was at least partially correct in assuming that... okay, I have no keycard for that. In assuming that they were testing Morgan's capability of mirroring Typhon skills, right? Because that's what he said. They developed a neuromod that allowed you to use Typhon-like skills. So that's why they were testing if he can hide in an empty room, for example, by using the mimic ability to transform into an object. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Okay, so let's keep exploring.
Scanning target, no target.
Oh, actually, I might take one of those turrets with me into the trauma center. Maybe it would help me dealing with the phantoms, right? Because I actually had quite a lot of problems dealing with the teleconferencing center. Now, I think I have a keypad for that. Combat basics. Take advantage of your environment and tools in combat. You do not have to fight every enemy head-on. Use alternative routes to sneak past tough enemies or to get the drop on them. If you intend to fight, disabling enemies first with tools like the glue cannon can increase your odds of survival. Okay. Actually, let's first try dealing with the enemies in the trauma center. Is it going to go around? If so, that's a little problematic, I guess. Okay, that didn't at all work. In fact, I deployed it in a completely opposite position. And I'm also dead. Again. Yep. I will go to the teleconferencing room. Maybe I will find more ammunition there, or some other items like a grenade or something. Although I guess grenade perhaps wouldn't work that well against a creature that's currently on fire. It does not seem to care that much. But oh well. Okay, that was poorly done on my part. Okay.
Good morning, Talos. Our resident counselor, Dr. Cole, would like to encourage anyone experiencing symptoms of disturbed sleep, chronic stress, or anxiety to schedule an appointment in the trauma center.
Well, this is the body of Elias Black. He's security. A silenced pistol ammo fabrication plan. Oh. And I get a silenced pistol with quite a lot of ammunition. I'm not sure how useful that's going to be, but it's better than nothing, I guess, because I only had like 3 shells for the shotgun, so it's always better to have yet another backup weapon. Okay, I would rather deal with the mimic now. Though, damn it. I'm kind of apprehensive about going into the next room. But on the other hand, I'm equally apprehensive about leaving it to just roam around. Which I guess is the point, right? The mimics are supposed to make you a little paranoid. I can't really read anything out of this. I guess there isn't anything here, so unless I can. Nope. So I guess I am supposed to just move forward. Surprise attack on mimicked trash can. Okay, that was kind of funny in the way it sounded. Hardware labs. Now, isn't this where I'm supposed to go for my main objective? Hardware labs, yeah. So I think I'm going to hold on doing that for now. It's cool that my shadow is modeled with my actual current weapon. Teleconferencing center, that's where I came from. So let's check this side. Sales division. Nothing in here. It's kind of disturbing that apparently at least the phantoms, I haven't heard the mimics speak, but the phantoms apparently are capable of speech, and they always say those vague but kind of creepy phrases like back in the day I hoped we weren't alone in the universe, or something about changing forms and stuff, like weird ominous crap, which is kind of disturbing, which again I realize is very much the point. I'm just noting that it a web of synthetic skin used to heal burn trauma. Okay, that's presumably useful for the fight with the one phantom that is on fire. I'm just noting that it works, for me at least. Okay. Space elevator. I read that already, about the fact that the US controls the only space elevator that's currently in use, which gives them a massive advantage as far as exploring space goes, but supposedly there are plans to build another one. Flexifoam bolts. So this is ammunition for the toy crossbow. Some kids' drawings of palm trees. TranStar Live employee profile. TranStar, the pride of Earth. Except from the quarterly employee newsletter, TranStar Live. In this edition of TranStar Live's Rising Star segment, we profile Harley Garinger, a member of the Neuromod sales team who is currently stationed aboard Talos I. Some of you might recognize Harley's name from his professional baseball days when he played the second base in a war number 66 for the Tornadoes. Harley was assigned to Talos I 2 years ago and has made the journey into orbit and back over 50 times. Not bad for someone who is afraid of flying. My time playing baseball forced me to deal with that fear, he said. Believe it or not, a shuttle flight to Talos I is far easier than the cross-country airliner trip. Okay, that's an interesting perspective. But I guess I'm not really qualified to comment, because I myself am not particularly afraid of flying a plane. Wait, what? Yuri Kimura corpse, Typhon organ. So wait. So are the phantoms like people that have been taken over by the Typhon, I don't know, alien menace? Like, are those, for example, because this seems to indicate that this was once a person. Presumably, I know that because it's still transmitting data through its like bracelet or something. And obviously, the big phantoms are capable of speech, so that would also corroborate the fact that they were once human. So are those people that have sort of overdone it with the neuromods that give you Typhon skills? Is that because they have? Is that why they have eventually turned into Typhoons themselves? Richard Conway, neuromod sales, and this is Harley Geringer. Okay. Axiom: get ahead the future. Exit. I don't have the code for that. Yuri Kimura, Neuromod install tech. Now, apparently this was him. Or her. Is Yuri a male name or a female name? I don't know. Kelly Randolph, Neuromod install tech. Okay, more ammunition for the crossbow. I think I read that. Yeah, it was in Morgan's apartment at the very beginning of the game. Now I need to restore power if I want to check any of the computers, and I do. So would be good if I managed to do that. Paris, Japan, and Côte d'Azur. Okay, so this one seems to work. Oh, 4 neuromods. Don't mind if I do. Sales folder. Excerpt from TranStar Sales and Marketing Internal Memo by Peter Laney. I don't think we have to worry too much about the side effects. From what I gathered, it's just a little pinprick near the eye, right? I mean, it looks scary, but I think if we can get advertising to push some of the more appearing pros of neuromods, we can shift public attention from that. I'm not too worried about the red-eye stuff either. I don't think any one person in the public sector is going to manage to get their hands on that many neuromods at one time, not at these prices. What I find more worrying, though, are those reports of memory loss during neuromod removal. I mean, amnesia? Seriously? We can rewire a person's brain, give them any skills that we want, but we can't avoid resetting their head back to the moment they got that shit installed if we decide to take it out? If this leaks, it will kill neuromod sales. Doesn't matter if you get specialized equipment and training to take one out. No one wants to risk losing years of their life just for the ability to speak French. This can't even go in the fine print. As far as the customer is concerned, the neuromods are permanent. Okay. So they were hiding the fact from the public, the fact that you can lose your memories if you ever get it removed, which I guess, you know, he is right. The fact that you would need specialized equipment to do it is irrelevant, because people would be afraid of somebody doing it to them without their permission, right? Basically, if, for example, if TranStar as a corporation wanted to repossess the neuromods, because you, for example, leased them from them or something, or even you bought them but then you didn't pay back your debt or something, then if TranStar had your neuromods removed forcibly, then you would not only lose the ability that you wanted to have, but you would also literally lose all of your memories up to the point of having it installed, which is pretty horrible actually. So exports. You can't ship it home. It's already been noticed. 1 month pay makes it go away. Alas, black. Okay, so I guess this guy was getting blackmailed about something by security itself, which is not the best option, to be honest, because you can't really report it to security when it's security that's doing it to you in the first place. Now, let me check neuromods, because I have 7. So I think I'm going to buy this just to get necropsy, because it lets me recover more valuable organs from Typhon remains. Typhon organs can be recycled for exotic material, which is used in the fabrication of neuromods. So yeah, let's get that, because this is required. And then let's get this. Let me think what I want to get next. This is kind of boring, and this as well. I would like to eventually get better hacking, but for now, I think I might actually get that. Upgrade your TranStar uniform with extra inventory space and allow installation of 2 additional chipsets. So I don't even know what chipsets are for now, but even the inventory space itself is going to be kind of useful, I guess. So I should be able to loot the Typhon organ. Okay. I don't have the keypad for that. So I think the only place I have left to explore is basically the trauma bay, right? Because this is my main objective, to go here. So I don't want to do that for now. Specifically because I want to do all of the side activities first. Okay, this goes back to Morgan's office. Let's try killing the Phantom with the pistol, because it's long ranged.
Good morning, Talos. Warning. Tampering with administrative controls on workstations or keypads may result in electric shock. If you're having trouble accessing a system, please send a help alert to security.
Your suit integrity is compromised. You will continue to lose oxygen until you use a suit patch kit to repair your suit. Oxygen can be replenished with O2 canisters or at oxygen refill stations around the Talos I exterior. Traumas. Okay, I've read about that already. Well, that didn't exactly work. Okay, to be honest, I think...
Good morning, Talos. Warning. Tampering with administrative
there is
controls on
still
workstations or
something
keypads
to
may
explore
result in electric
on the other
shock.
side here,
If you're
right?
having trouble accessing a system, please send a help alert to security.
Wait, I don't think I was in those restrooms. I was in another set of restrooms. Employee orientation. I was here, that's for sure. But I don't think I was here, because I don't remember this part being all glued. Yeah, I wasn't here, that's for sure. Because I don't remember this corpse or anything. Actually, I think, yeah, this glue gun is in better condition, but obviously I've upgraded this one already, so I won't replace them because they are no longer the same. Wait, I read that. How is this possible? How did I... So I must have been here, but not in the other one? How did I overlook that? Not quite sure, but... Oh well. Where I wanted to go is over here, because I'm not sure if I was upstairs from here. IT security. Hacking 1. Okay, so I could get in here. Okay. There's a phantom.
Suit integrity damaged.
Okay, I read that already.
Concussion detected. Seek medical attention.
Okay, that didn't work at all. So actually first, let me retreat a little bit. Human resources, I can't get in here because it's blocked by heavy objects. However, I want to repair the pistol because it's almost broken. And obviously if it breaks down, then I can no longer use it effectively. Okay, that's one thing. Save. I guess I can try gluing him first.
Integrity damaged.
Oh damn it. I took that like a complete loser. Like I could have avoided that. It was entirely possible. Okay, so that's one of them down.
Vital signs critical.
Okay, that was not optimal, but I'll take it. Typhon lure. Very interesting. Typhon lure, aka nightlight, emits a psycholuminescent signal that entices Typhoon to move towards the lure for a short period of time. Combine it with other weapons or tactics to escape, ambush, or observe Typhoon from a safe distance. It can be thrown or affixed to a stationary object. Okay. Our tech is proprietary. Your ideas are confidential. Okay, let's loot the other corpse first, though. What was it exactly? There was another one. There were two of them. Over here. Okay. Now let's methodically explore this area. Authorized personnel only, clearance required beyond this point. I have no necessary keycard. Manual override. Okay. Steve Folson, Lobby IT Tech. Okay. And spare parts. Now, I need to repair my suit, right? Suit repair kit, use. Okay. Actually, while I'm at it, might as well consume one of the health packs. A security office. I think I was there already. If it is the office I think of. James Bogart film. The Owl. Okay, to be honest, I don't know that movie. Impact dampener. Reduces damage taken from crashing during flight in 0G. Now, can I remove chipsets? I guess for now I have 4 spots. I might as well install it, but I hope I can remove it if I do not want it anymore. Yeah, uninstall chipset. Okay, great. Okay, so let's have it for now, I guess. I don't have anything else, so... chipsets. Your TranStar uniform and psychoscope can be upgraded with chipsets that provide various benefits, boosts and protections. Install chipsets on the suit and scope pages within the inventory tab of your transcribe. Okay. And there is another neuromod here. Now, how many do I have? I have only 1. So what would I want next? I guess I would want hacking 2, or possibly, what was it? Lab assistant 1? Lab tech, but it requires material expert first. So, I think I'm going to go for hacking 2 first. Okay. Anything else here? Nope. Staff lounge. Okay, I walked straight into that like an idiot. It's actually kind of hilarious. Because I was interested to see what it was. And I guess this was just literally a piece of trash intended to work as a trap. Randolph Hutchinson. Okay. Oh, it's another recycler. That's actually great because I've gathered a bunch of stuff. But first, let me make sure there's nothing dangerous around. Okay. I can actually eat most of the food, I guess. To regain health. So I'm going to get on it shortly. Dirt Skiff. Octavia Figs. And she has an audio log.
Are you on your way?
On my way where?
Octavia, didn't you see the alert? We're supposed to muster.
Listen, it's really sweet that you're worried about me, but we've had alerts before, and I've got 3 more of these glorified vacuum cleaners to fix before my shift is over. Oh, make that 4. Someone dropped off another. God, these things are junk.
I don't think this is a drill, Octavia. I'm sending you the code. Please, come to the escape pods right now.
Well, I guess she won't be coming to the escape pods anymore. Let's consume some of the food. Okay. Now, let's read some of those. International Art, Talos Edition. The TranStar Corporation commissioned several high-profile artists to create works exclusively for Talos I, the orbital research and development facility that has brought us the Neuromod and many other technological wonders. Renowned Belgian sculptor Frederick Smart sculpted the work Smoke Signals, which forms the centerpiece of the employee dining hall. The installation artist, known simply as Jesse, constructed a chain of marbled glass panels which soar gracefully overhead in the Talos I lobby. A former street artist, Patrick O., designed a series of exclusive posters for the TranStar featuring impressions of orbit, eclipse, and other celestial themes in his signature geometric style. He also developed the Neuromod promotional image featuring the likeness of the actor Daisy Prince. TranStar President Alex Yu commented, "Art inspires, fires our creativity, makes us look beyond our present circumstances to what might be possible." Okay. And what about this? Pioneers of Space Study. Excerpt from Chapter 11 of Pioneers of Space Study by Thalian Cross. Working aboard a space station like Talos is comparable to working on Earth. Employees tend to forget that they are in space and adapt very well. By contrast, a trove of psychological and behavioral data has been compiled by a decade-long study of Pytheas employees. The Pytheas facility sits deep in the crater on the lunar pole, permanently shadowed and surrounded by kilometers of ice. Beneath Pytheas is a vast network of cramped tunnels where helium-3, hydrogen and platinum are mined. This is a dark, cold and often terrifying workplace cut off from the warm glow of the Earth, which extracts a heavy and often fatal toll on the crew. Okay, I wonder if I will go there. I doubt it, because obviously this whole station seems to be rather self-confined. Like it would be pretty difficult to get from this station to anywhere else. I imagine that might probably happen by the end of the game, maybe, if I escape via an escape pod or something. But you know, I imagine there is some reason for the game to bring up the other facility on the moon. The galaxy's flavor in each bite. TranStar Kitchens, Spiralite cookies. Okay. Minced eel fillets. Captain Spree fish sticks. Okay. Better safe than sorry. He says, as he gets ambushed and jumped on nonetheless. International Art, Talos Edition. Okay, this is the same as the other issue that I just read over there. So, let's use the fabricator. I mean, the recycler. So, I can recycle this. And I guess, judging from the fact... okay, it's autographed by Harley Garinger, which is one of the crew. So I doubt it's going to be that much of use. Like, I literally have two now. I thought at first it might be some kind of a unique item that's important to Morgan in particular, but it seems to be just junk, so let's recycle it. Recycle this. Now, a random clump of matter formed as a byproduct of mimic transformation. Now, I'm supposed to get exotic material from this, so I think I can recycle it now. Okay, I think that's everything.
Good morning, Talos. As a reminder, all personnel must complete monthly physicals during their stay aboard Talos I.
Okay.
Dr. DeVries promises to make them as quick and painless as possible.
I guess this is the air conditioning or something? Or, like, you said that it is a thermostat, I guess. Okay, let's go higher. Sales division. No keycard for here. Maintenance access only. And no keycard for here either. So that leaves me with only the trauma center and then my actual main objective. So I'm still not sure how to deal with the phantom in the trauma center, but there has to be some way, right? I would prefer to deal with it now, as to not have to backtrack later. But I literally have 0 ammunition, so this is not going to work. unless I guess I can create bullets. So like bullets for the pistol. So if I go to Morgan's office and use the fabricator here. Yeah, 9mm bullets. Now, how many do I make for how much is a box? Well, I guess let's try. Oh, 30, okay. I don't have any more synthetic materials to create more, so I guess that's it. I don't think this might not actually be enough to get rid of the phantom, but I guess I will have to go and check. Actually, I might take another turret with me. It did some damage. Mostly it kind of... mostly it served as a distraction. But you know, it shot a couple of times at least at the monster, so maybe it will be kind of helpful. At least in a minimal degree. It's better than nothing, probably. Okay, to be honest, it is doing quite well, all things considered. I think it might be worth saving over. Okay, I'm dead. I think there is yet another turret down there. Although, that makes me wonder if the enemies regenerate health over time. Because obviously if they do, then all of this is pointless. Because by the time I get back, it's going to heal completely. So basically all I'm doing in that case is wasting time and resources. Because I shot at it a bunch of times. But hopefully, if it did regenerate, the game would have told me, because obviously that's very important information. Okay, is it gone? I think it is. I think this is the remnants of it. Crispy fries. That's kind of hilarious. That I found some snacks on, like, what exactly is it? On a burnt monster of some sort. A box of crispy freeze-fried fries sprinkled with spicy cosmic dust. So basically, freeze-dried? So are those chips? Well, anyway, I think it's kind of hilarious nonetheless, regardless of what exactly those are. Okay, so let's take a look at the emails here because I never finished reading them. Okay, so Alejandro, what is the NSP being administered to? Inventory shows a case of the booster shots are missing. Regina, sorry, should have informed you. NSP shot was for Chief Illusion, mild physiognomic fatigue. Should have logged it. Alejandro, please come see me. Can you transfer her charts and family records as well? Weird. I can't pull those records up. They are not in the system. Still want me to swing by? Incoming casualties. All security officers... attention all security officers in trauma. You have multiple people en route with injuries, as well as possible fatality. One of them is Dr. Sylvian Bellamy. Do not take him into the trauma center. He must be taken to psychotronics. This is an extremely grave security and health issue. I repeat, do not admit Dr. Sylvian Bellamy to the trauma center. Take him to psychotronics immediately. Alex Young. Okay, so I guess he's not here, but still, I would like to explore this area. While I'm here, Hendrik Dervis, Chief Surgeon. I don't have the necessary keycard. Matthias Cole, Counselor. Okay. What is this? Ah, this is the test, right? Which I already solved in the beginning of the game. But I wonder, maybe something else is going to happen now? I guess not. Okay, I don't think this serves any actual purpose. It seems to be stuck at a loading screen. Good cop / good cop. An excerpt from the book on interrogation techniques. The typical interrogation suspect portrayed by entertainment media is stubborn, clever, or even arrogant, entering into a verbal sparring match with the interrogation officer. While this makes for good drama, it's a poor representation of actual cases. It's important to note that the vast majority of suspects want to talk. Let them. Provide some prompts, but only to keep the words flowing. Do not attempt to direct them, but just keep them talking. My experience, and case studies back this, has been that most people will move towards the information you want to know if you just listen to them and reaffirm their assumption when they need it. Okay. I still don't know what this is, but I'm going to assume it's some kind of a screen. For now. So those Rorschach bloat tests, which nobody ever uses anymore, because they are pretty worthless as far as a diagnostic tool is concerned. But the fiction really likes them, so I guess that's why they are used here, because they are very evocative, and they are very like they make for good dramatic use, you know. As a visual, those shapes, those in-world shapes are kind of distinct, and it's something that many people recognize as part of a, you know, psychological evaluation sort of setup. So I believe that's why they are used so often in the media. Okay, so session logs: Sarah Slayer, Daniel Shaw, Lorenzo something, and Morgan Yu, which is me, apparently. Cosmos flower cuttings. Program requirements document. Excerpt from TranStar work manual. Psychological risk. Studies have shown that there is a significant likelihood of behavioral conditions and psychiatric disorders emerging among the population of crew stationed for longer than 3 months. Impacts of behavioral issues are minimized with appropriate tools for monitoring mood and predicting risk, while including as many Earth-like amenities and recreations as possible. Okay. Did the other computer reset eventually? Nope. I guess it's permanently stuck. Okay, let's check the computer. Utilities, behavior test, TranStar quick behavioral assignment for factor analysis. For correct drift assessment, data should be gathered repeatedly for the same subject over time. Oh, it's going to reset now? Yes.
Good morning, Talos. Breakfast is served in the cafeteria until 9 a.m.
Okay, I don't think this does anything else. It's just used as a set piece to reinforce what happened in the tutorial as part of something that's important in the game's world, but not necessarily of any importance to me as a player. I don't think it does anything. Files 3. Session log. Dr. Calvino. My concern with Dr. Calvino is increasing. His symptoms have escalated from memory loss and occasional disorientation to delusions and paranoia. His increased agitation in this session has given me cause to take his issues up with Alex during our next debriefing session.
Tell me about the dream.
The dream. Yes. It's always in my lab, and I'm standing in front of the glass.
Are you alone?
Yes.
What do you see in the glass?
Nothing. At first. I don't want to turn it on, but I can't help it. I have to turn it on. When I do, it's like the heart of a black hole, an immense darkness. There's something swimming in the black. I catch glimpses, edges of the shape. I feel as though it wants to come through onto my side. I have to turn off the glass before it sees me, but I always wake before I can.
What does it look like? The shape in the glass?
Nothing.
Does it look like this image here? Dr. Calvino, does it look like this?
No, that's... No, I don't...
Are you sure?
Where did you get that drawing? Have you been spying on me? I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Well, I don't really know what to think about it for now, but it sure is ominous. I guess he might have catched a glimpse of a typhoon menace or something, because, you know, all of them are kind of like a black void that is swirling. They are formed out of this black goo. Sarah's hostilities towards me continue unabated. The distance she creates makes it difficult for me to address her issues of anxiety and distrust. Some of her answers today did lend me a bit of insight I might be able to use in future sessions to hopefully get her to open up more.
Sarai, come in.
It's Sarah, but you can call me Chief Elazar. Matt.
Matthias, please. Forgive me, but your name is Sarai in the file.
We've been over this. My mother Americanized it. Will we be spending the next 59 minutes like this? Because we could cut it short right now.
We've discussed your mother. I thought perhaps today we could speak more about the career choices that were born of that.
Serving in the military wasn't an excuse to get away from her nagging, Matt. I was just restless.
And you're better now? Not restless?
I'm fine.
Because your last tour of duty was the evacuation, and reports from there...
I saved as many as I could. For every soldier we lost, we were able to save 100 civilians.
Yes. Tragic. Still, to lose soldiers under your command...
The cost was worth it, both in lives and the unification of the region.
Taking on a losing battle like that? Fighting. Not enemy troops, but the equivalent of a natural disaster.
It wasn't natural, it was man-made. It prepared me for here, Dr. Cole. Because this station, it's the same thing, a disaster waiting to happen. We are well-trained and poorly equipped. The research is dangerous. Keeping secrets secret is dangerous. I'm sure you would agree.
Okay, so it alluded more to the disaster that was described in the evacuation ebooks, but it still didn't tell me what exactly it was. It just seems that Sarah, the chief of security, seems to think that it was man-made, and that something similar might eventually happen here, and maybe it already did. Like, I'm not sure how man-made this current disaster is, but you know, a disaster for sure it is, at the very least. And also, I have to note that this counselor is kind of shitty at his job, I feel like, because him insisting, for example, to call her the name that is in her file, even though she herself has repeatedly corrected him, that she wants to use an Americanized version of her own name. It seems to me that is, you know, first of all, borderline rude, and second of all, it's psychologically unwise, because what it's going to do is, instead of creating some kind of a cooperation between the counselor and the client, it's going to make the client more apprehensive towards sharing any information with the counselor, because obviously it makes you feel like he either doesn't care or even actually wants to annoy you. And Danielle Shaw. Danielle exhibits restlessness and anger towards authority generally and the use specifically. A few gentle questions sent her on a tirade that ended with her storming out of the office. I wouldn't be surprised if she decided to skip these meetings for the rest of her tenure here at Talos I.
These psych evals are a waste of time.
A waste of time? Like back on Earth?
That was different.
Was it? Anger, issues with authority. A year of counseling doesn't sound like a trivial matter.
Those files were supposed to be closed.
Are you angry?
I'm getting there.
Any new relationships?
No.
I thought you and Miss Foy, the sanitation engineer, were seen together.
She's a sanitation boss, and we're not in a relationship. Not anymore.
Ah. And this separation, did it involve anger? Issues with authority?
Screw this! I'm done. Report me to the U's, I don't care. They're putting the station at risk just like TranStar North and just like on Earthside. You assholes will bury it with your psych eval bullshit. And another thing.
Okay. Have my people been coming to you? Had another one of my people present a signed note from you for fatigue. I just want to make sure it's legit. Are there a lot of people coming to you with stress-related complaints, or is it my imagination? From Sylvain Bellamy. So he was working in simulation, right? Trevor Young. Matthias, I don't know what to tell you. He walked into an experiment without a psychoscope, and it went sideways. We couldn't contain it after that. They controlled him. My suspicion is that Typhon can force other beings to empathize with them. Maybe further down the road we can find a way to reverse engineer that, get them to sympathize with us. Please keep Mr. Young in quarantine for the time being. You have my thanks. Hans Kelstrup. Quarantine subject. Anna, please keep staff away from the quarantine area. We have a potentially contagious subject in there who is suffering from memory loss. At this time, only Dr. Cole and myself should have access. Please set the new code to 8882. Henrik de Veers. Okay. And that's more than enough for this episode. It's actually a little bit too long, but I didn't want to stop in the middle of reading those files, because I don't know when I will be able to return to the game. So I just want to make sure that I've done everything there is to do in this particular room, and then I continue onwards. So that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.